I'm calling this call at 3:50. We will call this meeting, special meeting of the Jackson County Library District to order. Roll call, please.
Susan Keeper.
Here.
Kevin Keating. Here. Marta Terenzi.
Here.
Patty Jensen.
Here.
Marissa Shepherd.
Here.
Wonderful.
I'm sorry.
Board member present. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So I will read the land acknowledgement before we begin. Jackson County Library Services acknowledges that its libraries are located within the traditional lands of the Cow Creek Band of Umpqua Tribe of Indians and the Modoc Nation, as well as the Shasta, Takelma, and Lagawa people, whose descendants are now identified as members of the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians and the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. We take this moment to recognize the indigenous peoples whose traditional lands are where the residents of Jackson County live today. JCLS is committed to fostering understanding, deep respect, and honor for indigenous people, and we encourage you to learn more about the land you reside on. For more information, go to jcls.org/land. Right. So next step is Jackson County Library District will now meet in executive session pursuant to ORS 192.660 sub 2 sub F to consider information or records that are exempt by law from public inspection. No decision may be made in executive session. At the end of today's executive session, the board will return to open session and welcome the audience back into the room, after which the board may or may not take action or make a decision. Representatives of the news media and designated staff shall be allowed to attend the executive session. All other members of the audience are asked to leave the meeting. Board members are advised not to discuss subjects apart from those legally justifying today's executive session. Representatives of the news media are specifically directed not to report on or otherwise disclose any of the deliberations or anything said about these subjects during the executive session, except to state the general subject of the session as previously announced.
I'm ready to unmute JR here and ask them to identify themselves as media.
Yep.
Okay, it looks like they have left the lobby, so I will take that as an indication they are not media.
Not media.
So
We
we
did that
will,
already.
we have to pause it now.
Yep.
No, we did it. You responded to the roll call, actually.
Did you?
No.
Oh, here we go. The top right.
Yes.
Right, we are now in a public session of our special meeting on January 7th. The time is 6:05. The same people are present amongst the board. Well,
Say roll call.
Do a roll call.
We never, nobody left the room, so we're good.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody. As the board reconvenes in a public session, I would like to make motion 1 of 3. I move that the JCLS board authorize Jacqueline Bunick and the board chair to engage HR answers to investigate and provide actionable recommendations on how any incident such as the one at the talent library in question can be prevented in the future and handled accordingly.
I second.
Let's open the discussion. Jackie, do you have any corrections or amendments to what I just said? Please help.
Just wanting to clarify, are you wanting is the motion intended to allow us to engage them or just to inquire further about the options for engagement?
I believe as we're prioritizing, looking into and learning from it ASAP, it's to engage, and we believe the board chair will keep us apprised of the costs.
Do you want to put a cap on the cost?
Yes. What is reasonable, do you think?
Now,
No, I was asking, looking at Jacqueline, she didn't know I was looking at her. 5,000, 10,000, I don't know.
So I believe the library director is authorized by the board for up to 10,000 on this sort of thing. I could be wrong on that. It's late today, but I guess that would be my recommendation is up to a $10,000 engagement, and anything else would be brought back to the board, obviously, for.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I need to amend the motion, or is that the general expectation expressed in the discussion?
It would need to be in the motion.
Okay, I amend the motion to include the language not to exceed $10,000. And does it say?
Second.
Discussion continues. Anybody else? I think we're ready to take the roll call.
Okay.
Marissa needs to unmute.
Sure, put it on there.
Susan Kiefer,
Aye.
Kevin Keating. Aye. Marta Teranci.
Aye.
Patty Jensen,
Aye.
Marissa Shepherd.
Aye.
We're now moving on to the second motion coming out of the discussion of the executive session, and that is the JCLD board authorizes Jacqueline Bunick and the board chair to receive an estimate of a cost and a time frame from an investigative company, Carolyn Buys, to look into and investigate claims of retaliation and issues with culture within JCLD and report back to the board.
I second that motion.
Discussion's open.
My only discussion item would be, do you want to make that specific, or all HR issues would be better? What do you think?
How about HR issues including those two?
Sure.
To repeat your motion.
Of course.
Didn't get all.
Well, I just want to know what we're,
That we are authorizing Jacqueline Bunick and the board chair to receive a cost and a time frame of investigating and looking into claims of retaliation and culture issues
Among other things.
and other HR issues as relevant.
you want to put a not to exceed.
This is authorizing you to get a cost and time frame
Okay,
back to
all right.
us. So you tell us what it's gonna cost.
I will second that motion.
Thank you. Discussion? Thanks for clarifying.
Okay. Susan Kiefer,
Aye.
Kevin Keating.
Yes.
Marta Teranci,
Yes.
Patty Jensen,
Aye.
Marissa Shepherd.
Yes.
Vote passes unanimously, 6-10. Thank you so much. We're now moving on to the third motion. I move that the JCLD board moves to authorize Jacqueline Bunick to engage a employment law attorney to receive legal guidance on the questions identified as key in the executive session. And there were 3.
I second the motion.
Thank you, Pat. Let's open up for discussion.
Hearing none.
Oh,
Okay.
let's do writing down the moment.
Yep.
Let's do a roll call.
Susan Kiefer.
Aye.
Kevin Keating,
Yes.
Marta Teranci,
Yes.
Patty Jensen,
Yes.
Marissa Shepherd.
yes,
These three motions unanimously approved. Do we have any other discussion items to mention right now in public session before we conclude?
I do. I would like, I move that we direct staff to get a copy of the climate survey from, I believe, 2 years ago. The raw data, upon which a summary was provided to us, but not the raw data.
I actually have the executive summary that was I just got a new copy of it Monday. But I don't have the raw data.
Is there a second?
I don't think, do we need to make a motion for that?
I think so. Yeah, we're directing staff to get the raw data.
second,
Right. Any discussion? The only context I have is that we are acting in lieu of director, with some folks kind of reporting to us, so I didn't think we needed it to authorize.
But I want to make it clear that it's the direction of the whole board.
Oh, understood, yes, I'm ready for a vote, thank you.
Susan Kiefer,
Let me just clarify. So what you
Okay.
want is production of the raw data to go behind the executive summary for the climate survey.
Correct. The raw data that resulted in the executive summary that you saw.
And anonymized, right, I want to make sure the staff is not.
Clearly,
about
yeah.
That,
What?
perfect. I'm
Okay,
supportive if
yeah,
it's
all right.
anonymized.
Fair enough.
Kevin Keating,
Yes.
Marta Teranci,
Yes.
Patty Jensen,
Yes.
Marissa Shepherd.
yes,
Um,
Can I, as someone who will likely be helping with this request, who is not here, get a formal title of a firm we've worked with or the specifics of kind of the survey we're looking at? I believe I have.
I probably have, I have the executive
Okay,
summary, so
great.
we can
Mhm.
figure out.
Wonderful,
Did
yep,
the
if you
survey.
just want to send me that via email, that would be fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I will be contacting the board and the leadership to see who might be interested in joining me at the chamber forum next week.
And I would like to remind everybody that there's a listening session at the Central Point Library
Sure.
at 5 to 7 next Thursday. 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. And I would encourage, I intend to be there unless something comes up that I absolutely can't. And I encourage, I already signed up, people to do that.
And it's pertaining to our strategic plan, the upcoming
Yes,
brand new strategic plan for the library.
it pertains to the facilities. Oh, no, that's right. It's just,
Five-
right,
five-
it is
Yep.
strategic plan. Yeah,
But there may be questions, other.
right. It may be.
One last.
That's
I sent an email out to Yoli and I copied you on that about the contract. Is there any problem getting that?
I will,
Because Yoli's out, I guess.
Jolie's out, I will put that on my to-do list, we'll check in with HR tomorrow, I don't have any further information. Yep.
I will share that the 2026 Voices for Libraries federal legislative event is in March. And I have not yet confirmed my attendance, even though the state of Oregon delegation has listed me as a registrant. If the district needs me for executive sessions or anything else here in the region, I will stay for that. So you haven't heard about it from me yet because I'm still not confirmed for that. Because we have been.
What is this Voices for Libraries thing?
The chief officers of state library agencies and their boards are attending a series of legislative meetings on the Capitol Hill, Washington DC, to stand for issues affecting libraries, rural, urban, and Oregon is sending 3 folks, and I have identified interest. but because
Mhm.
of an increased need for board's attention here in the region, I have not yet confirmed. That's all.
I hadn't heard of it, so. Be great to have somebody there.
With only 3 folks from Oregon, yeah.
Cool. Lucky to have you there.
Jacqueline, if I may, this document that you prepared for us in like less than 48 hours was fantastic. It was well thought out, well researched, well written. And I want you to know how much I personally appreciate this, and it helped me so much during this discussion today, and I thank you for that. And I also thank you, Josh, for helping getting us started, coming back, staying late to wrap us up. And thank you to the meeting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody. It's great time to be here.
Thanks, everybody.
Are we done? So this meeting is hereby adjourned at 6:17 PM on January 7th.